Hey, what's up guys? This is Mr. Black and I'm bringing you another war video. Today we face MNG again. Third time this season, hopefully it's third time lucky. However, I am on path 1. They've changed up their defense a little bit. So I'll be taking Ghost, Wasp and the Hood synergy. And I'm going to hit up path 1. I do start a little ways down the track. Someone took the first couple of diversity fights. But first up we've got a rank 5 Wasp. And obviously I'll be taking in Ghost because the other two champions are just for synergies. Fully boosting for this one, guys. We really need to win. We have dropped out of the top 3, sitting in position 4, and we'd like to get back. So put on the dirty 30. I put on a small health boost. This fight should be pretty straightforward. One of the main things I change when I take Ghost into the Wasp matchup, regardless of the node, I think this is on a poison node at the moment, which won't affect me at all. But one of the things I look to change is rather than phasing a lot and trying to intercept, because of her counter-attack ability, I actually look to block, and then I will bait out the heavy intercept and look to build up enough energy to use a special 1 or 2, depending on how the fight's going. So I phase the first couple of hits just for energy gain, then I block, bait out the heavy. As you can see the timer in the top right hand corner, I'm just really watching that. Another heavy comes out, I dash back in, a couple of more hits, building towards a special 1. She's already below half health, and because I get it down to around 20%, I know the special 1 will be enough to finish the fight. So I do take more damage than I'd like to on Ghost, and it is somewhat of a cardinal sin to be blocking, but for that matchup in particular, that is for me the best, safest and most consistent way to take down Wasp. Next fight here, I was just checking the lens quickly. It's another rank 5 Mystic, and this will be MS. As we can see, the charge counter on the right as well, so a bit of a giveaway, but could be other champions, more likely to be MS, and as you can see it was. Look, it's pretty straightforward. Every time when I hit her, I get a bleed on me, or most of the time. The good thing about Ghost is that when I convert back and go into phasing, it creates it into a Fury buff. So the more she tries to bleed me, the more my damage increases, which is even better. I'm running suicides. I've got plenty of damage to finish the fight regardless, but a little bit more, it always helps. A big believer, the quicker you can finish the fights, the better. Because it doesn't allow things sort of to accumulate, like when you're facing maybe a domino or something like that. You just want short, quick fights. Don't let them build up specials. You don't have to worry about evading. You just get the job done nice and quick. This is a power gain node. Sorry I don't have the full node breakdowns today, guys. I was in a bit of a rush, and I was just trying to get some recordings and get through war to unlink some of my alliance. So facing JC here, this is a really easy fight. His special one's easy to evade. The only thing that can catch you out on this matchup, or whenever you face this champion, is that if you try and block the special 1, he'll actually reach further forward. And so sometimes what happens is that people get a bit too close, they're blocking, they go to dash back, and he actually catches them. Then you're stunned and things go downhill from there. So I'm playing very safe here. I'm just going to bait out that final special to make sure that when I use mine, I don't push him to the third bar of power. If I did, it wouldn't be a huge problem. I do have the Hood synergy, which if I'm phasing, I take no damage from his special attack anyway. So I do have that as a backup, but better to be safe. No need to push the limits for this fight. It's just a path fight. It's not a mini. It's not a boss. So playing very safe. Play the percentages. Next up, this is unblockable special 1 node. I think it's also got a crit buff, and it's Dr. Voodoo. I think really this is just a diversity placement. They've changed up their defense. We've already faced each other a couple of times this season, so this is a really easy fight. And once I use my special 2, it's all over. Nice crit there for 21k. Happy days. So far the war's really close. There's probably only 2 attack bonuses in it. And then coming up, here we have a rank 5 Domino on a Bane node. There's also a stun chance, if I remember off the top of my head. 10% chance to be stunned for maybe 6 seconds or something along those lines. Correct me if I'm wrong. Feel free to leave a comment. I will heal up a little bit here. One of the main things I'm looking out for on this node is whether or not Domino gets lucky. So to my earlier point, these types of fights, when you're fighting a Domino, I want the fight over as soon as possible. The longer you fight Domino, the more things can go wrong. You can be backed into a corner. You might get caught out by her heavy attack, which sometimes, I like to double dash back for the heavy attack to create enough space. And then you've got obviously the crit failure, which I can't do anything about. So for me, I'll go with an advanced power start 1 to allow me to build up to special 2 with the class boost on, my tech boost. I'll get most of that back and be ready for another special 2. So what I really got to avoid here is not getting pushed to my my special 3. Which can happen when you got the big boost on. I slip of the thumb there. I take a hit when I shouldn't. It's all good. As you'll see here, use my special and I'm already back. If I phase here and let her do a combo, I will go to special 3, and it makes this fight really, really awkward because I've got to reset. Then she's on her second bar of power and it gets really hard. As it is, got the chocolates. We did lose. Congrats to MNG. Great war, and see you all next time.